on? What are 3 things you want to work on?
I work on word fillers, swaying, and how I stand, kind of. I stand
All
kind of.
right, here we go.
So the 3 things I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to talk about my daughter's birth, and the 3 things that I'm going to talk about are a little bit like before she was born, like heading to the hospital, and then her actual birth, and then the first time that I actually like met her. And a little side note for those of you that are women and don't have children yet, get the epidural, take all the drugs. I'm not condoning drug use, but they don't give you a medal or a trophy, award, a t-shirt, anything. So it hurts. So nobody's gonna know. You can lie and say you didn't get the drugs, tell everyone it was natural, but get the drugs. My husband, we were not married at the time, but that's irrelevant, but kind of not, because he's lucky I married him after what he did. We were driving to the hospital. My doctor actually induced me. I gained, the last week of my pregnancy, I gained like 7 pounds in a week, which is kind of a lot, but I gained over 70 pounds total during my pregnancy, which is a significant amount of weight. So my doctor was like, I need to induce you. I was like, yeah, you do, I'm gonna kill someone. So they don't let you have anything to eat or drink when you go into the hospital. So it was a Sunday evening, so I couldn't have anything all day. So like after midnight on Saturday night. So on the way to the hospital, it was my husband and his friend that drove me there. They stopped at Del Taco. I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, you're in a very small space with a really angry pregnant woman that's really big and really hungry. Like, that's not a smart idea. Like, what are you thinking? So they survived. They're still alive. I don't know how. So that was just on the way there. That started the whole experience. And we got there, they induced me, they started the whole process. And then took till the next day, they added more medication to continue everything going. And then finally my doctor came in that afternoon on Monday and said, okay, we're ready, and everything was going, and he goes, stop pushing. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he got this look on his face, and my doctor had done several surgeries on me, and so I said, I know you really well, like you've been my doctor for years, what's wrong? You know, and then I'm panicking. And he's like, oh no, everything's fine. And I'm like, you're lying to me. And he's like, I'm not lying. And I'm like, no, you're lying. And there's nothing I can do because I have that epidural. I'm totally numb. I can't move. And they call in a bunch of other nurses and like this other little team and stuff. And they finally like got her out, and they literally like held her up. Because I'm like, I want to see her. And they held her up and they took her. So she was doing a thing called retracting, where she wasn't breathing right. The cord had been wrapped around her neck a couple of times. So there I am, totally helpless. For those of you that are moms, you probably know, like, and those of you that aren't, like, before I had a kid, I was like, women talk about, oh, how you feel so attached to your child. I'm like, I don't even get what you're talking about. But once you have a baby, you know that feeling. You've been with this person for like, you know, almost 10 months, and then they're gone. And you can't follow them because your legs don't work, and so it was really traumatic. It was not the way I was expecting things to go. So they took her to the baby nursery and stuff, and they took me to my room, and finally, like, I could feel my legs again and everything, and they wheeled me in there to where she was, and it was super cool, really cool. There she was, laying in between these 2 bald, screaming baby girls that were massive, and she was like this tiny little 6-pound, 12-ounce baby with all this hair, and laying there, just totally quiet with a little binky in her mouth. And she didn't cry for like the first 2 weeks she was alive, but she was perfect, and it was like the best moment of my entire life, getting to see her and meet her. So the 3 things I talked about was heading to the hospital, her actual birth, and me meeting her for the first time, which is the coolest thing ever. So thank you.